Hey Libra, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. If you wanted to find me for personal readings, my link to my website's down below. I've already, for the sake of time, and because I like to meditate, I sometimes feel rushed. I wanted to be able to at least take a look and do a little channeling before I jumped in. You have the most Libra reading. First of all, the first card that came out was your card, your major justice. And then just chaos ensued. No, just Libra. It's just such a Libra feel reading. And I think it's really good. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to start doing check-ins and try. I'll keep doing the monthly readings and I've been doing the moon readings, which I like. But I think instead of doing mid-August, I feel it's very restrictive. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't like to be restricted. Tell me what to do. No. And, if it resonates, great. If not, maybe it will later, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm getting bored with my own channel, which I just had my 6-year anniversary on August 11th. So I've been doing it for a while. I don't know. I need to try to mix it up. Okay. So someone can timestamp because I babbled. But right off at the bottom of the deck, this is just so Libra. I'm Libra moon, so. Two of Swords, analysis paralysis, struggling to make a decision because you guys are so, and it's a positive thing. It's because you guys are just so, you're so good at seeing all sides of a situation. You have such amazing perspective that you can see someone else's side so well. You may have trouble making a decision and sort of losing yourself and your priorities because you want to be so fair and balanced. And it can make making a decision pretty difficult. But it can also, in some situations, though, lead to having trouble making a decision, and as I'm sure you're sick of hearing, codependency, because you can so clearly see what someone else is struggling with that you may lose the perspective of, but that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, if things aren't black and white, like that person stabbed someone, you'll still be able to look at the whole picture. But I'm trying to think of something. That person was speeding. They weren't being chased, or they weren't going to the hospital. That's a very objective. They were speeding. I'm doing a speed gun. I don't know why, because I don't think it's like that. Anyway. Unless it's very clear, cut and dry, your brain is just so nimble, and you're so smart and so fair and kind and have such emotional intelligence. It can make things difficult, but that also puts things out of balance for you potentially. So you got a bonus card in the middle. So in the middle you have this Knight of Swords. Knights to me are change because it's tons of energy in the element it's in. So in swords, in air, in our mind, lots of mental energy, maybe overthinking. Or maybe you've gotten to the point where you've been doing the mental gymnastics to justify someone's behavior, that you just can't do it anymore as well. Somehow your perspective is being changed, and I think it's going to help. It's going to help. Maybe something's going to happen. I'm not seeing this card, because to me this card's often the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's not necessarily some giant event, but it's something that just strikes you just strikes you right at the right time. It just occurs to you. It just lands. You just go, wait a minute. This has to change. I can't continue to pretend that this is okay, or you're not even pretending. In your mind, you can see that you have sort of the pattern of thought where, well, they were abused as a kid and they've struggled with this, and that's why they have this anger issue, or whatever the thing is that you um, you have a well-worn thought pattern around something, and that's being challenged. So there may have been some particularly nasty communication. Maybe they, if it's a person, which it probably is, they've been trolling online or putting some stuff out there on the internet that's really inflammatory, or that just makes you uncomfortable. Because, when you see something in print, it's pretty hard not to take it. When something's out there, when you actually see something with your own eyes, it's harder to do that mental gymnastics to justify that it's okay, or you can see why it's happening. But this is going to lead to healing. I mean, the Star card, this is a beautiful card. It's a card of hope and moving forward, kind of being able to see your way through something to something new and exciting, being able to dream. It's almost as if you were stuck here in this indecision. It looks like a solar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse. I don't know if that was the one back in June or if we have one in September. I can't remember. But starting to heal, no longer, I think you're going to be surprised how mentally exhausted you were trying to hold on to the narrative. Yes, you're hanging on to a narrative that's just not working anymore. It's exhausting you trying to keep it going and making it work. The bottom is this very grounded King of Pentacles. And of course, we're coming into Virgo season here, which is it's an earth sign. It's attention to details, getting organized, I see you really getting a plan together. I think the aha moments happening, and then in Virgo, you're going to start laying the groundwork. So even if the straw that breaks the camel's back doesn't lead to an immediate action for you, it shifts something in your brain, right? This shift in perspective, this different thinking, that you are making the plan. You're making the exit strategy. You are getting organized. It could be maybe this is your job. It's not in your home life, and you're okay. I'm putting my resume out there. I'm out. So for some of you, it also could be that your perspective on a situation is like the story you're bringing into a situation is maybe the narrative you have for someone else, maybe a little bit more based on you and your experience and what you're feeling and your insecurities, and then actually the other person, you may be taking some things the wrong way. But I feel that's for a small number of you in just some certain situations. I feel like the other situation is kind of a main area of your life. So where you live, where you work, even family. But so once you get out of this, so I just got not making a decision is making a decision. So you're choosing on some level to stay stuck, which I think is exhausting you more than you realize. And once you can make a decision to move forward, that's when the real healing begins. You become very grounded, doing things to feel grounded. I always, even though it's water, a salt bath, gardening, even if it's just putting a small plant in a pot inside, decluttering. Yeah, I think this keeps coming up, so I'm sorry if it's come up for you, but energetically cleansing your home, so opening everything up. I'm not a huge sage fan, so I like to either use nothing or just get the air circulating, or a type of incense that I like, and just get in, open every cabinet and cupboard and drawer and closet, and just find a way. It doesn't have to be for long, but just to get the air circulate, get some new air and some move the air around. So that could also be exercise, getting out, getting some air. Maybe you'll have a situation where you feel like I just have to get out, and you have to leave and get some air, and that's when it occurs to you, I shouldn't feel like I need to escape somewhere. So let's pull one of these daily guidance from your angel card. But the star, let's focus on the healing. There's new I don't know if I read this card. New communication. Oh, I read that as someone putting something out there. They could also be, let's do this one. Maybe you find someone's been text messaging, texting with someone. Maybe you see something, and that's also why, because you can't unsee a text to someone. Oops, it's upside down. Wedding. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. Continue to breathe life. To me, this is pointing towards difficulty in a marriage. So marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. So commitment to each other. Why is my screen frozen? Yeah, so that is exactly the energy that I am getting. Okay, thanks, Libra. Thanks for joining me for this check-in. Take care. Bye.